And we're coming on with breaking news.
Brendan Hebert.
Brendan Hebert. I snuck into a high school state championship
cross country
race and
not allowed, right?
They said I took the race out hard. Like, the first mile was 5 flat. How am I going to take it out hard? The kid made like a personal statement. I thought that was
this
so
guy has some
amazing.
serious mental issues, and it's some sort of panic episode he's
I
having.
don't feel like I've done nothing wrong.
After months of an extensive search for Brendan Hebert, I finally tracked him down in Austin, Texas, and we sat down for a tell-all interview. In the interview, we gained some background insight about him as he details everything that led up to that day at the UIL State Championship cross-country meet.
All right, take me to that day, like that morning from you waking up until all the way until like you did the secret interview where like secretly recorded you and shit like that.
Oh. I'm the state bandit, former runner UT. My name is Brendan Hebert, and yeah.
Everybody knows you ran a UT. So like, at what point did you realize you were a pretty talented runner?
I'd say probably sophomore to junior year track, high school. And from my junior and senior year, I cut the times down from like, honestly like 205 and 800 to 152, and then from like a 530 mile to like 415. So then I was lucky enough to be able to go to UT.
Take me to that day of state. Well, I wouldn't necessarily say that day. Clearly you planned to do this.
Yeah.
So like how long have you been planning to run at the state meet?
Well, if I'm gonna be honest, like this is something I've been not really wanting to do, but like I thought it would be like funny to do for like years and years, but I wasn't gonna do it while I was at UT or any university period. And then like I thought I was honestly done. When I ran state, I thought I was done with like NCAA track and I wasn't gonna run anymore, but I still got like one more season and everything, cross, indoor and outdoor.
A lot of people, like track publication sites and shit like that, they started talking about this 23, 24-year-old man ran at the state meet.
Oh,
Bro,
yeah.
How old are you?
They said I was like 23, 25. I'm 21 still. Like don't be. I'm about to turn 22. Don't be capping on that.
So okay, take me to that day, like that morning from you waking up until all the way until like you did the secret interview, where like secret recorded you and shit like that.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I didn't like this. I didn't take it too serious. Like it was just for fun. Like I didn't taper for this race. Like right now I'm running a lot of miles right now because I'm building back up to where I can see that I can run another year. So I'm like getting my training back up. So even during that state race, I'm running like between 70 and 80 miles a week. Like I didn't taper anything, and like right now I have like no trainers. I have no teammates, so I had to like train on my own. But I took it easy a couple days before, or maybe the night before. Just went like on an easy run because I knew the next morning like maybe it'd be hard. Don't really care. Honestly, when I went to the race, I didn't think I would honestly even win. Like obviously I didn't win, but I didn't think I'd even be top 10. Honestly. So then so I wake up the next morning, and the main reason why I did it is like I'm from Austin. I live here. Like it's not like I traveled to another state for NXN. Like I just jumped in the race and had fun. Like who cares really? Well, apparently a lot of people do. So that morning I drove over there, did like a little 10-minute like bullshit warm up, and then a lot of y'all don't even know. Like I jumped in at around 400 meters, and then like just completely not caring, and then everyone's saying, especially all you what's those sucky pros? Yeah, they all lame, like they ain't done nothing. But anyways, so they said I took the race out hard. Like the first mile was 5 flat. How am I gonna take it out hard? I'm sub 4, like 5 flat ain't not hard. So then like I did not take it out hard. And then so I went to like we get to like a mile, and like they're just it's high school, so like the pack's like broken up, and like this is purely for fun. Like the pack's already broken up. There's like 3 good guys that aren't even gonna do anything in this race. And then we get to a mile, and then it's just one other kid. Y'all know the kid. And then it's just him.
Everybody else was rolled!
Honestly, in my head, if he had the potential to beat me, like at 2 miles within the last mile, if he was anywhere close, then I would just let it happen. Because like, why take that away from him if he could win? Like it's his race anyway. Like he deserves it. So, and before we get to that point, to be clear, they changed the state course. Like they have gates now at the end that you can't. My plan was not to finish. I was gonna go to the there's a bridge, you know, and I was just gonna go to the other side and like just not go to the chute. But now they have the gates up for like a long ways, at least a half mile out. So I'm not gonna look dumb and jump the gate and run out. I'm just gonna go through the finish and shoot. Like, come on. So I do that, and then at the 2 mile mark is when he passed me at the playground area. Everyone that's been to state and is not rolled, like y'all know.
You know your turn.
There's a part by the playground, and it was uphill, and I was like, yeah, like he can have it. Like, he's coming. Like, I'm not gonna try that hard. And I looked back, and there was a gap for like 45 seconds, and I'm like, oh, like it's wrapped. Like, it's done. I'll take the second. So that's like how the whole race went down.
So there was like speculations before, after it happened, people were saying like the guy who won, if maybe you had been pacing for him or something that.
Yeah.
Like, so is that like not true?
Yeah. No, I want to be clear. Like, yeah, he had no idea that I was gonna run it. Like, I know his name, but I don't know the kid like that. Like, I've never ran with him.
Ed, this is getting too serious. Let's pause this interview for a small meme break.
What the fuck? No!
Say if their race was next week and you know like what would happen afterwards, would you do it again?
I wouldn't do it again, but don't get that confused with do I regret it. I don't regret it, but I would not run it again because I didn't think it would blow up. But yeah.
So afterwards, you like, I guess, disabled your social media.
Yeah. Well, only for a week or like 3 days.
So yeah, like after that, I saw people going to track meets or cross country meets, like with your name on their shirts and stuff like that. So clearly, people still look up to you after stuff like that. So what do you have to say to those people that look up to you?
Yeah. Well, that really wasn't like my intention behind it, like to get a name out like that. But I think it's good for the sport, to be honest. Like, I feel like it's not a bad thing. I don't know if it's a good thing. I don't think it's a bad thing. I don't feel like I've done nothing wrong. Jay Johnson's in jail. I'm not in jail. I didn't do nothing wrong. Anyways. So, yeah, and those people know who they are. Like, I put them on my Instagram story. Like, I follow those 3 guys. Like, I think that was really cool that they did that.
Like, what's next for you? Like, you're done with UT running. Wait, like, how did that end? Like, did you just stop running at UT, or like what happened?
Yeah. So basically, so the whole thing is, right now I'm not running anymore right now, but it'd be considered my 5th year. And my first 4 years that I signed to UT, that was like, I finished track, finished the whole year last year, and the coach called me, and coach is cool, like he's alright. I never really care much for him. He's cool, and this is the distance coach. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna talk to the head coach, and he even had me convinced like during the summer, like, because he called me. I stopped running before, like I made it to regionals, and then I stopped at regionals. So that was probably like, April somewhere. Yeah. And then he called me. I was in San Marcos when he called me out there, and he said he talked to the coach, and he called me, and he sent me a text that said, I need to set up a time to talk with you, and then I knew right away. But like, I wasn't tripping because I didn't really care. I broke 4, like my dream come true, like, and I know I ain't going pro, like, so if I'm not gonna make money, then at least like it paid off for, like, in my head at least. So like when it paid off, I was like, okay, cool, like I don't really care to run anymore. And I didn't even get into the portal until like August of this year, because I didn't even, the whole beginning of the summer I didn't really care. So after that, that's pretty much how it went down. Like, he made the phone call and he's like, yeah, like we're not gonna grant you a 5th year. And I was like, yeah, I respect it. Like, my races have been very consistent. Like, yeah, I ran 259, but some weeks I would run like 406, then 259, and then like a 151, 800, and then like a 148. So from a business standpoint, like, which NCAA is all a business, I get it, especially at UT. But
all right, so back to the state meet. Afterwards, I guess they did like an interview with you.
Oh,
like,
yeah, that was.
They had like an audio version.
Yeah. I just ran it for fun. I ran it. Me and Kevin. I knew Kevin from high school, so I was just running it for fun.
You do know that's not allowed, right? You are a college kid. You can't race in a race, correct?
I don't run in college anymore.
Okay, but you're not in high school. This is a high school sanctioned event. You can't just. And you had a fake bib and a jersey from way back when. Why? Any other comments?
Weird ass girl. She and it's flow track, so you know it's weird. Lame. But she comes up to me and they all pissed off. All the little kids that got beat. Like, all the coaches are pissed off. So I talked to them, and I talked to the mile split guy that's pretty, like, I'm kind of cool with him from way back. And anyways, he was busy. But then that's when y'all saw me over at the tent and stuff, and I was like, I should have just dipped. And then this girl comes up, and she's like, can I interview you? And I was like, yeah, like, sure. And but if there was a camera, like, I wasn't gonna do it. And the girl was doing the interview when we were talking. I thought she was gonna set up a camera. And then I find out later, like, well, I knew pretty soon, because she was like asking the questions, and then I would like give the answer, and then I looked over and on the iPhone. But keep in mind, it's like cloudy, like it's gloomy, so like you can't see the glare off the phone. And she said she's answering all the questions, or asking all the questions I'm answering. And then I look down and I see that, and I'm like, I did, like, no. And then that's when I just dipped, because people were like, at that point it was like they were making a big deal, and I was like, y'all are tripping, so I'm just gonna like dip out anyway. And that's when I just like took down my Instagram handle for like a couple of days. But I mean, if my goal was to capitalize off the fame for this, like, I had people that I had probably, like, I'm not even capping, like 1,000 Instagram followers that I could have accepted, but I just deleted them all, like, and blocked a lot of them because I didn't want that on there. But now, if it was now, I probably wouldn't have done that, because like now, like, I mean, I'm here with you, so they're probably all watching this anyway. But yeah, I could have got a lot bigger off it, but that was never really my goal. And I still don't really care too much about that. I just did it for fun, really. I didn't think it would blow up, honestly, because no one's ever really done that. So like, I didn't think it would. I didn't know what to expect. If you know me, like, this really is something that I would do, but not like in a hurtful way, as it might have hurt some of the kids. But yeah, I never meant any harm. It's not really like a testament to like my character, really. Like, I do some like funny stuff like this, but not to really cause harm, like in the way that some people could have seen. And I just have to explain that to the coaches. Hey, really don't.
You don't seem like a mentally ill person. Like, I've been with you for a few hours now.
Well, on like a real note though, like if I was actually like mentally ill and crazy and went out to the UIL state meet to like do something crazy and like mess up the race, like, they need to step for security, because I was able, like, nobody knows where I jumped in at. Nobody has me on film jumping in. They only have me like at the 2 mile mark and at the finish. Like, if I was crazy, they need to.
Well, shit. Honestly, I feel like next year that shit probably gonna be stepped up.
Yeah, airport security.
They blueprint all that shit.
When I first saw it, I was like, okay, maybe he was out there and he got second on purpose.
Yeah,
just because like he didn't want to like win, because that would have been like too suspicious.
Yeah.
So like you were actually trying. You got second.
Yeah, like I said earlier in the interview, like, I told myself if I had to try really hard, I'm not gonna take it from him. Like, basically, if he showed that he deserved it, and the kid's good, like, then yeah, like, I wouldn't want to take that away from him. Really, like, I might look like a bad guy doing this, but honestly, I would never take that away from him. Now, if he was like 400 meters back, then yeah, I'm gonna finish. But like, everyone else was like 400 plus meters, so yeah. At that point, and the reason why at the finish it looks like we were all close is because the guy that ended up winning died hard, and I just ran 5-minute pace for the last mile, like, or even 5:30. I don't really know. I wasn't wearing a watch. I didn't care, but I just jogged the whole last mile, and that's why 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th that were in that last clip of 100 meters caught up, because they were still running like, I don't know, 5 flat, 450. So yeah, at the 2 mile they were way back, and then I just jogged it in. And that's pretty much how it went down.
Yeah, so you really could have won this race.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I would have had to dig deep, because like right now, you know, after I stopped running at UT back in April, like, I just been running miles. I haven't been doing like crazy workouts. Like, now I am, so I'm transferring again. So I've been doing workouts again. But yeah, honestly, when we had that state race, like the feeling that I felt to my body from like having to push from like all, you know, the horse is really feeling. Like, it was kind of foreign to me, because I hadn't been doing the workouts, and I was like, yeah, like, I don't, like, this is a high school race. I don't really care. Like, he can take it. Like, he deserves it. I don't. And honestly, that's like the best decision I've ever made, because if I would have got first, they would have went ballistic. But yeah, I let him go at 2 miles. Like, they don't have a video of it, but at 2 miles, like, I just see him come up, and I'm like, yeah, he can have it. And he instantly put like 1,500 meter gap on me, and then he died. Like I said earlier, he died really hard. So I was able to catch up within probably 50 meters again. I couldn't half the distance of what he has. Like, if anything, it's the most views Miles Split has ever had. It brings a lot to the sport, like, and I would say it might be like in a negative way, but honestly, like,
Bro,
not
all
even.
publicity
Like,
is good publicity, and I feel like this is the greatest thing that has ever happened to cross country. Because cross country is some boring shit to watch.
like nobody cares about it, and like
Right.
I'm not gonna say all the comments right now, but like there were so many comments because like the kid made like a personal statement,
Yeah,
and
bro.
I thought that was so lame, but he's taking it way too serious. But yeah, like a lot of people have like some of the comments were funny, like he's lucky he got your shit buzzing, and like a lot of them were just really funny. But yeah, a lot of them were like, you love to see it, it's like the best thing that ever happened in cross country, because like we've already said, like nobody cares about cross country, nobody gives a fuck about cross country. If y'all want to find my Instagram, if y'all haven't already, it's underscore my first name Brendan.Hebert, Hebert at, or no, just with the underscore at the end. And then if y'all want like TikTok, like I've been doing like a little bit of stuff. I might do more now. We'll see like how the follows come through. But it's my first name Brendan 5.0. Right now I have like 600 followers, but it's all bullshit. Like I don't really care. So if it blows up, then I'll do some more videos. If y'all leave comments on my videos about what y'all want to see, or DM me on Instagram, then I can do different videos. But as of right now, I mean, I'm more worried about training and transferring. I don't really care much about like this side of it. But then again, like I already know I probably won't go pro anyway, so I might want to get more into this side of it. So y'all tell me, I don't know.
But yeah, I definitely appreciate you coming to talk to me, bro, or me coming to talk to you.
Yeah.
So,
Shout out for you coming all the way from Dallas. There was no way I'm gonna pass it up if you were willing to drive that far.
yeah,
So
bro.
yeah, I had to come downtown. Cause like right now, a lot of people don't know I'm living at home, so that's like honestly like 40 minutes from UT, and I commute every day. But this is my last semester, then I graduate, and then I'm doing my MBA over at well, I ain't gonna say it on here, but it'll come out soon eventually. It's a pretty big school, obviously D1, like a lot of accolades, and it's in the best state in the United States. So y'all will know soon.